Okay, it's like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I am heading to Amqui for maybe a zero. I'm undecided, but I think I'm gonna have a zero. I didn't sleep at all last night. The low was 3, and that little shelter, I think it was like minus 10. It was so cold in there. When I stepped out in the morning, even before it was daylight, it was substantially warmer outside of the shelter than inside for some reason. So, yeah, I'm just gonna bust it out as fast as I can, try to get to Amqui at a reasonable time. Looks like this is something that opens and closes. I thought it was more of just, I don't know, a wildernessy thing. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to even see the falls. But I'm going to take the side trip and try. Looks like the entrance fee is only for the Via Ferrata. So I'm going to check it out, see what's going on. Unfortunately, the sun's not going to cooperate. But that would be the view of the Via Ferrata and the falls. It's bouncy out here. This thing's got some spring to it. So I'm still torn about a zero. Normally on a hike, I'd like to have one maybe 10 days in. Unfortunately on this trail, there's not a whole lot of options because of the Matane Wilderness and the park in the middle. You get a pretty long stretch. So if I had a zero now, it's day 6. So day 7 would be my zero. So a little early for me, but if I don't do that, really my next option for a zero is sort of where I wanted to have my second zero. Uh-oh. Pause. So my next option for a zero would be after the park, which I think is about 20 days in, 21 days in, which is too long for me to go without a zero. I was hoping that would be my second zero because I was thinking about taking 2 zeros for the trip. Ideally, one would have been about 10 days, one would have been about 20. So, yeah, I'm really torn. I think I'll see what time I get into town. I think it's about 12 kilometers, and then you walk through town, I think, for kilometers and kilometers before you get to the campground. But it's not too hot out. I got a bit of shade. I'm sitting in the sun now, but the logging road's in the shade, so it should be pretty smooth going. There's no more water for 10 kilometers, so it's not like I'm going to be stopping for that. So here goes. Yeah, I'm going to stop here for a few minutes, have some breakfast / lunch. I didn't eat my oatmeal this morning. Water here looks like a swamp, but wow, it's super clear. Incredible, because I think this is the last water for like 10 kilometers. This is the pond, which is the water supply for the shelter. Can't remember the name of it, something like a Libra. It looks a little swampy, but you can get to it with getting your feet just, I don't know, a little wet. This is a huge maple syrup operation. I've been busting it all morning. I'm making pretty good time. So I think I'm probably going to be able to get to the grocery store, I don't know, for a late lunch. I've given up on Dr. Pepper. So I think I'm going to see if I can get there. I think these are big grocery stores, so I should be able to get some pre-made salad and then maybe a lemonade or an orange juice, something like that. Anyways, and then I'll probably have some kind of, I don't know, maybe Québec canteen food for supper, unless I can find a real restaurant. That would be fantastic. Well, I made it to town. I'm starving. I'm on the prowl for lunch. It's a pretty smooth day. It's a lot of road walking, but a lot of the road was logging road, and a lot of it was really nice logging road or ATV double track. So it was actually pretty good. No real complaints. Quick lunch, and then I gotta sort out my day. Not sure what I'm gonna do now. I saw a taxi in town, so that might give me some options. Now it's time to sort out my food. I don't have a whole lot, but I've got something, and then come up with a plan. There is a taxi in town, so I am going to get a taxi to St. Vianney tomorrow, and then hike back to Amqui, and then stay in a hotel. And then maybe at the end of the day, I'll just get a cab back to St. Vianney, and then the next day just continue on with my journey to the Matane Wilderness. Is a Shell gas station, and I'm hoping they have food for supper. My whole plan hinges on it. Well, if there's no supper at the Shell, that's my plan B. No restaurant. Supper time from the gas station. Boo.